How do you transition from military life to becoming a veteran? It is not so easy, but a new book called Warrior to Civilian, the field manual for the hero's journey, published last month, is hoping to serve as a guide on this hero's journey. And joining me today, we have both of the authors. We have Lieutenant Rob Sarver, who is a former U.S. Navy SEAL, and also Alex Gendzier. Thank you both for being here. Congrats on the book.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
I know people have already started to dig in and start to read this. What do you hope that they take away the most from reading this book?
That this transition is not easy. You need to plan well in advance, maybe 12 to 24 months, as we outline in the book. That finding a mentor is probably one of the most important things to do to help navigate this new terrain.
Alex, same for you. What were you hoping? I know and you came in as the non-veteran, right? So putting this partnership together.
Yeah, Rob and I have formed a unique military-civilian partnership, although I like to boast I'm a military dad. You know, Rob nailed it. What I would add to supplement is that for many, this is a journey. This is a lifelong transition. It doesn't happen like that. And people have a great resource, we believe, in our book to help them through that process.
Yeah, Lieutenant Sarver, when do you really feel that transition happening into the veteran life coming from active duty?
It took me 2 years to really understand that I loss of community, lost identity, and I had to go seek out help to get through this. And I encourage veterans to do the same, that if they're with PTSD or TBI or physical or moral injury, that they're not going to be able to complete this journey, as we reference and outline as a framework, Joseph Campbell's The Hero's Journey. They're not going to be able to finish this transition and find repurpose without healing the self.
I'm glad you mentioned the hero's journey again. That's what you call this. Why is that so important?
I think every veteran's journey is one of great nobility, honor, sacrifice. And we all went on this journey. We all had this call to adventure, to leave this known world, to leave our homes and go to this unknown universe for a life of service, or maybe 4 or 5 years of service. But we all had the same common purpose of serving the Constitution. So we all were on this journey together.
Alex, the work that you and the process and the transition you describe in the book, it sounds like something maybe the government should be helping with or doing more. Is that what you think?
Great question. Look, we love our country and we're devoted to our government. Whatever government the people elect, we hope this government, I have to say, takes more seriously the difficulty of the transition and the opportunity to serve those who have stood on the wall for us, those who have served our country. The job is too big, has been too big. More can be done. More can be done by our government. And I think also citizens need to do more. We all need to do more.
Something we haven't touched on yet, military spouses. They're part of that transition as well. What do you see them going through?
Their transition is entirely parallel to that of the veteran. And we have devoted a very significant chapter of our book to this. We're talking about it out there. Veterans and spouses need to understand that the spouse and the family go through the transition, and this should be approached as a team sport. This is a transition for the whole family.
Lieutenant Sarver, I know you share your story. Do you also interview other veterans for the book as well?
Yes, we interviewed over 200 veterans when writing this book. And we hope that using the power of story, that other veterans can read this and help form their own narrative to control their own story, their own life, their own choices.
For sure. It's an incredibly important book. Thank you both for taking the time to share with us today. Warrior to Civilian, the field manual for the hero's journey, is available now everywhere books are sold.